Tiva.
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
What's up, Tiva?
Yeah, I had a question, actually.
Well, first, before we get to the question, we're asking everybody, what's your favorite part about this sword? How do you think we could use it to combat racism and fight for equality?
Well, you know, the sword itself is really cool. My favorite part of it is how it snaps outwards. That's pretty badass. I've never seen the show that it's from, but I think that it is really cool. Very nice decoration, maybe even a little bit more than
Wow.
that. I don't know how it would fight racism, though.
I think even if you could use it as a weapon, but I think if they just see the tiger talking like this, I think they're going to just be scared. They're going to go, who the fuck is this guy? And they're going to leave.
Yeah, I think that's probably what's gonna happen. You just show them the tiger starts talking, and they just shit their pants and leave.
Yeah, they're gonna shit their pants.
Yeah. Anyways, I had a question.
Yeah.
Yeah. My question was, do you have any nostalgia for a game that is bad? Like it sucks, but you have nostalgia for it for some reason.
A bad game that I'm nostalgic for.
Yeah. Not because of the game, or just maybe like a way you experienced it, or something like that.
That's a good question. I think Star Wars Shadows of the Empire on Nintendo 64 is not technically a good game. I think it's kind of broken in a lot of ways, but man, I get nostalgic for that.
Yeah, I had a few Nintendo 64 games that I was like that with too. That didn't really have a lot of games that really spoke to me, that system, but I do like a lot of the things on it.
Trying to think of what else. Sonic Adventure 2 is a terrible game, but there's parts of it I really like. Nostalgic for... Man, what else? Man, I can't think of anything else.
I can say mine if you want.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I would always go over to my cousin's house when I was younger, and they would always play Final Fantasy games, RPGs.
Yeah.
And they played Final Fantasy 7, and then moved from that to 8 and 9. They had a PS1.
Oh, okay.
So when I got older, I was like, yeah, man, I remember those vaguely, but I never really played them. So I played them in that order that I remembered. Final Fantasy 7, 8, and then 9.
Yeah.
And 9 sucks.
Yeah, 9 is awful.
Yeah, I
It's
just
not
remember,
good.
like, I just remember this guy with a tail running around, and I was like, oh, man, I should play that game. And oh, man, I got like a quarter of the way through it, and I was like, this is not good. Especially compared to, I just finished playing like 7 and 8, which are a lot better.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff I don't like in 8, but for the most part, it's a pretty enjoyable thing. But are you saying you're nostalgic for 9?
Yeah, just because like I would always go over to my cousin's house, and it was like all these like weird looking characters, and I just it was just like part of my childhood. I really liked going there and spending time with them, and it was like that game was always there, and I was like, oh, I should check it out.
Yeah, it's not like 9 is not playable, so I could see that. I mean, I think if I played it right now, it would be like, it takes me back, but I bash it because there's a lot of stuff I didn't like about it.
Yeah, I thought the characters were all just, I don't know.
You know what? I'll add to that though. Final Fantasy X for me. I don't think that's a good game. I think the story is garbage. I think the characters suck. But for some reason, it's fun to play. It really took me back to like high school. Like, oh wow, I remember when this came out, and it just gave me this feeling of the atmosphere's kind of good, and the battle system's fun, and I don't know, it was fun to play in a way that I was kind of laughing at it. It was all these things that kind of hit me when I was in high school as weird are really enjoyable now. I don't know. I enjoyed playing 10 to a degree.
Yeah, that was another one that my cousins played, and I haven't checked it out yet. I was thinking of getting the HD remaster.
Yeah,
does it hold up well?
It looks great, and I like the battle system in it. It's fun to play, and it's actually one of the shorter Final Fantasy games. So, yeah, I think it's cheap now. I would get it. It's fun, but you know, whatever. I'm hoping there's a Final Fantasy 12 HD remake because that game to me was the epitome of the story was not very good. The characters were cool, but not really that developed. But man, playing it was so much fun. You just programmed every little aspect of how your party fought. And there was the world was incredible. You could explore everywhere and just really dig into stuff and find things on your own. And the art style was amazing. So I don't know. I'm open for 12, but yeah, I would play 10.
Was 12 the one? It starts around you're kind of running around a village, and it's kind of like medieval-ish.
Yeah,
It's more. Yeah, okay, yeah. I have vague memories of that. That was the first one. I remember renting that game. And that was the first Final Fantasy that I played after watching other people play the other ones for so long.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't get it. I think I was like too young. I was like 11 years old.
It's not like any other Final Fantasy, and it turned me off when I first started it.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't know. I played it for a little bit, and I was like, oh, I kind of regret renting this.
It takes some work to get into it, but man, if you do, that game is really, really. I don't know what else to say about it. It's just you have more control over everything than any other Final Fantasy game.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it. It's really, really, really fun.
Yeah.
Give it another try sometime.
Yeah, I should check them out. Also, I just wanted to say I saw Whiplash on you and Eric's recommendation.
Yeah.
Especially Eric. I find myself, I have like a lot of similar taste in movies to him, so I was
like,
I should check it out. That was amazing. That was really awesome.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, and the only theater I live in Canada, so like the only theater nearby that was showing it was a really, really small French theater. And I went there, and yeah, it was just me and two old ladies. Me and my dad. I went to see it with my dad and two old ladies in the theater, and that movie is so vulgar. Every time the teacher would just say, like, all right, cocksucker.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
The two old ladies behind me, they were French. They were just like, oh, mon Dieu. My God. Like, they were just, after everything, the whole movie, I thought they would, like, get used to it. But by the end, every single swear word, they were just like, oh, my God. It was pretty funny.
Oh, that's great. Well, I'm glad it was a good experience.
Yeah, that actually added to it. I thought.
Yeah, that was why I enjoyed the movie Bruno so much. The one with Sacha Baron Cohen. I saw it in a very conservative town, and as the movie kept going on, and there were more and more dicks flinging around, it was just mass exodus of the audience. It was just, I can't do this, and leaving, and it was hilarious.
They probably saw Borat and thought it was the same thing.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, well, thank you for your call.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for taking it.
All right, take care.